Hey guys, it's Kim, aka K Rants, and I thought I'd just come on here really quick and do a brief video about the bias towards women and autoimmune illness. It's bothersome. I figure, what's up with that? So I just kind of did a little bit of research, and it's not that I didn't already kind of know some of this stuff. You guys probably know too, but I figure, hey, let's talk about it. So, anywho, video, I don't think it'll be too boring given the fact that it's research, but I'll be looking over here because I wrote down some stuff. I'll also put the links below just so you can kind of have a reference point. And then, of course, like, comment, because this, I think, is good dialogue. So, anyway, I'll jump right in. So the main reasons that I came across, obviously, as to why women are disproportionately impacted by autoimmune illness is, what is it? We're genetically predisposed, hormones, apparently our chromosomes, and then history of pregnancy. So roughly, autoimmune illness only really impacts like 8 to 10% of the total population, but women account for almost 80%. You know what I mean? Like, what? So we account for almost 80% of all autoimmune illness in the country, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So why is that? Well, apparently, so I guess I don't even know if we want to say genetic predisposition, because I mean, that kind of jumps into really everything that they gave. But genetically, just by our makeup, we are more susceptible to get autoimmune illness. Okay, so then when you peel back that first layer of that onion, then it's like, okay, well, why? Well, hormones, right? So women, obviously, we've got estrogen. Men have more testosterone. Well, apparently, estrogen increases our immune response, because women, we have a much more sophisticated immune response than men do. So this is good, I guess, when you're talking about longevity. Maybe that's why, when women tend to outlive men. I'm not really sure, but our immune response is much more sophisticated. Well, that's a blessing and a curse, because with the estrogen, I guess, increasing our levels of immunity, it can also cause a hyperactive immune response, which can potentially lead to autoimmune illness. Go figure. So that's one reason. Second reason is our sex chromosomes. What? So, yeah, we have two X's, right? XX, and then men have XY. Well, this is important because when we're talking about your T cells and B cells, which are kind of like lymphocytes, they fight off the foreign invaders. So you get sick and your T cells and B cells show up on the scene. They're like, gotta get up out of here, right? Well, specifically, and you'll find it in the link below, there is a B cell that only appears on the X chromosome. Why is this a problem? Well, because we have two, right? So, foreign invader shows up, antibodies are going to show up like, hey, yo, you got to get up out of here, right? Well, that's not good if we've got two, because maybe we only just need the one. So we basically are doubly susceptible, because this B cell or this lymphocyte can be activated twice, and that can cause a hyperactive immune response, aka autoimmune disease, aka lupus, aka scleroderma, which is what I have, aka polymyositis, rheumatoid arthritis, whatever. It's just not cool. Okay, so that's the second reason. Next reason, which I thought was the most interesting, was pregnancy. So apparently, they call it microchimerism, which is basically the presence of somebody else's cells in your body. So I was like, okay. So basically, when we're pregnant, we're sharing our bodies with our babies. It's a beautiful thing. But after we have baby's been delivered, so I guess we're supposed to shed these cells that we shared, right? both mommy and baby, because this phenomenon, this autoimmune response, can occur in both children and moms. Well, it could be immediate or it could be over a prolonged time. But what happens in this microchimerism is that these cells, maybe they're not shed and they end up being implanted and, staying with us. So, of course, at this point, because this is post-delivery, your sophisticated and efficient immune system says, gotta get up out of here, right? So now it's this continuous struggle or battle to rid your body of these foreign invaders. Well, it causes a hyperactive immune response, aka autoimmune illness. So I'm like, oh my goodness, like, we can't win for losing as women. So it kind of makes sense as to why there are so many of us, that are plagued with autoimmunity. But anyway, that was really it. I guess I'll recap primary reasons as to why, women are not predisposed, but why the autoimmune illness is more prevalent amongst us is because of genetic predisposition. We have 2 X chromosomes, a history of pregnancy, and then, of course, our hormones. So good conversation. Definitely, I know a lot of you probably have done your own research. If there's anything that I left out or that you want to add, please put it in the comments, because I think that this is just an ongoing journey, and I think we can all learn from each other, especially when we're, dealing with different diagnoses, but they mimic each other so much. So anyways, I hope you guys like the video. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, bye.